greetings from Ireland. This is going to be a different video because I'm not going to talk about plants. I'm going to talk about myself and how did I become a plantaholic. Yay, I said it out loud. If somebody would tell me when I was young, my teens or mid-20s would say, Lika, you will have hundreds and hundreds of plants and you will love reading and you will be like obsessed with that, I would so go away. Can't be true at all because I hate gardening. Believe me or not, I hate gardening. So from beginning, I was born in Soviet Latvia, and as all kids, of course, I was running around and doing all my stuff. But then I grown up so big, when I could recognize weed from plant that was growing in garden, and my mom had quite a big garden, and she, by the way, was obsessed with gardening, and she loved bulbs, and out of necessary, like we had to grow all for food, say veg, and everything was grown for our own winter supplies, like to have something in basement for food. But as soon I could recognize plant and weed, I was sent in for weeding. Oh my god, sorry, I hate it. I hate it so much, and I thought when I grow up I will never ever gonna have a garden. I love plants, yes, I love look at them, but please do not make me do anything with them. I remember my neighbors in Latvia, they were, oh, we get there to take these snowdrops, or they plant some strawberries and do this and that. I thought, you have no idea. I can vomit from all that thoughts. I better don't eat strawberries, and I don't want snowdrops, and I don't want anything. Just leave me alone. I did my time in garden, and I don't want it anymore. So, that was going on like that until late 20s, and then I haven't a clue what happened. Like this, I I was obsessed. As Soviet Union just collapsed, some while ago, borders were open, more or less, now from Europe Union. Then Latvia wasn't in Europe Union. They started to bring in plants and all. I was working in garden shop where we're selling gardens, seeds and plug plants and everything else, and I had to try everything. I wanted to try everything. My little I got garden, and it turned into like little show garden because all neighbors were coming in summertime. Let's check what we have here new growing. So I was very proud with that, of course, because I found my new love. I never thought it's gonna turn into something like this. I had in garden. I was growing tomatoes. I had my red currants and black currants growing, and of course flowers, all kind of what you can get. Everything was tried out for next year, or just realized no, I don't like it and I don't want it. So when you work in garden shop, this is like that. I think half of my veggies was left there, and then Latvia became part of Europe Union, and people could be able to travel, go work abroad, and I had the opportunity to come to Ireland. I came here, no word in English, and as you see, I learned a bit, and then I moved to Ireland in 2007, so I'm here almost 13 years. With internet and visa, web shops open. And so the more you know, the more you want to in your collection, and then you have mistakes, you do mistakes, and you try this and that and something else. And I was like orchids, I forgot, I have a home list of found 2012 or something, list of 68, about 68 species and cultivars, hybrids in my collection, mostly species. Many of them, of course, died because not because of neglect, but because overlove and all. Didn't know much, and I'm a very impulsive buyer. I see something and I love it and I want it, and now I'm different. I have, because of pests, I lost many of my orchids, and if I getting now new orchid, come on, do me. There's my cat. Come on. When I'm getting new orchids, I always check, can I grow it actually? Maybe I can overwinter it, or we can grow in greenhouse, and what temperatures need. So I learned a bit. And so yeah, then I had fuchsias, and then I discovered beautiful world of pelargoniums through internet, because you know yourself, if you search you can find so many pictures. And then you know, pelargoniums came originally from South Africa. I discovered species pelargoniums. So next you check again other fauna, flora, and in South Africa, and then I found bulbs, and oh gosh, so now I am pelargoniums, bulbs, succulents, all kind of flowering plants that you can get, are very decorative foliage. I'm not big in foliage plants, but because I don't have much room, I have only one big and two small windowsills, so and not many places where to grow them, because they need heat. These ones are okay with my cut. These are okay with my what I can offer. So yeah, so I moved to Ireland. I learned English more or less, and I met many fantastic people through internet, and thanks to our Garden.ie club I met fantastic Irish people who were so patient with me, with my mistakes and everything. But if you have a interest, same interest, you just over, like, you can talk with anybody. When I was in Sweden, we went to a nursery, and they were growing Marbach pelargoniums, that is most famous in Sweden. And I was walking and talking with other man. Then his son came, and she says, "My dad don't speak English." I said, "That's all right." I said, "We talk anyway. We have our flower talk language, and yes, we understand each other." Then now more than 20 years, so I learned a lot. I was gardening in Latvia, then I came to Ireland. I learned how to garden here, because here is different weather and have no much seasons like we have in Latvia. So through my own mistakes and reading books and just learning around and looking how other people garden. My cat is he wants to be petted, but he don't want to be sitting in my lap. So just, and what I want to say, I think 20 years ago more, when that click happened with me, I could blame Rudy, could blame my mom and my granny, because they were gardening. My mom was keen gardener. This was her hobby after work. And when I'm planting, like she was in daffodils, she loved daffodils and tulips. When I'm planting new daffodils that I have, I always remember her. So this is my memories. I would say right now, I could talk about flowers and plants in English better than in Latvian, because I learned many things here living in Ireland, and many things I learned reading websites in English. So yeah, and What do I want to say? I forgot. Yeah, I love gardening. I love plants. They're giving me peace. They're giving me, like, my daughter got sick 6 years ago with retinoblastoma, rare childhood cancer. That's eye cancer, and I think it's happened in winter. And always it's good to come back from Switzerland, and I have my orchids or other plants to take care of, to take mind off, and then spring happen and you go in garden, and every time you have some heavy thoughts in your head, just go and stick fingers in dirt, and it's like take away, it heals you. So for me, gardening is everything. I love gardening. That's about me. I don't know, it especially was very hard to talk. Not hard, you just skip from one to other. You don't know what people have interest, maybe don't have interest, and just that's me. How from gardening hater I become plantaholic, and I think it's lots of genes. My daughters don't garden at all, but I made promise when I was small. I thought I will never ever gonna make my kids gardening if they don't want to, and I didn't. Maybe I should. One is artist, other I don't know who is going to be yet, and but they still love to come here and look at the plants. So maybe something nice that will make to look at world in different eyes. That's all. Thank you for watching. And I talk to you soon. Bye.